Welcome to North Carolina FFA's Member to Member. This video session is all about ways that we can continue to grow as members in FFA, leaders in our community, and advocates of agriculture. Accompanied with each section in this video is an outline. You may use this outline to capture notes regarding the main points within each section and to reflect on the video itself.
Telling your ag story is one of the greatest things you can do as an agriculturalist or an FFA member. But before getting started, remember your audience. Ask yourself, are they peers? Are they FFA alumni? Are they teachers? Or are they members of the community? Because the way that you talk should match their perceptions, and it can even relate to careers that maybe they're possibly interested in. Successful advocates remember that their story is meaningful, appropriate, and direct. When telling your ag story and telling people what makes you, you, remember the simple structure: plan, develop, do, and reflect. Plan. Organize your thoughts. This can be a bullet list, a bubble map, or what works best for you. When you're planning, it's important that you ask yourself, what is my why? Remember personal stories, because that links to what makes you, you. Step 2, develop. What do you want to advocate for? And how can you enhance what you've planned to organize your thoughts so that you can give your story to someone else? And maybe talk to someone about your story. See what they think works best for you as well. Step 3, do. Maybe the first time that you're ready to share your story, you record yourself, put your plans into actions, and share with others. Advocate for what you're most passionate about. That can be maybe a CDE or an SAE event that you participated in. It could be that you grew up on a farm, and if you didn't, it can be how agriculture shaped your life. Step 4, reflect. Use the feedback that you've been given from others, maybe your family members, advisors, friends, and use that to enhance your story. Ask yourself, how can you improve for the next time you share? And the last question, what makes your story valuable? Because all of us, we all have a story that's personal to us, and it's important that we share that with others. So whenever you're putting it into practice, share your story on social media. This could be a video, a post, or what makes you feel comfortable. And be sure to tag NC FFA.
If someone walked up to you today and said, "What's your why?" would you know what they meant? Or would you be confident in what you say? Well, today that's what we're going to think about together. Not only what we do, but more importantly, why we do it. The Japanese ikigai is a 4-part circle model that represents our passion, our mission, our vocation, and our profession. What do you love? What brings you into your heart? That's your passion. What causes are you passionate about? What makes your gut churn? What makes you want to go out and change the world? That's your mission. Your profession? What comes naturally to you? What skills are you naturally good at that may be more difficult for others? And lastly, your vocation. What skills do you have that can help you in a future education, career, or some type of other success? You can go ahead and pause the video, fill out only those outer 4 circles, and join us when you're ready to move on. You'll notice on the outline there are 4 boxes with overlapping aspects from your ikigai. Fill out those 4 boxes, come back together when you're ready to find out why we do what we do. Now let's think about the effect that we want to cause because of the things that we do. I do what I do so that. Think about the effect that you want to have, the change that you want to be. Combining your mission, profession, passion, and vocation will cause you to create a true why statement. I encourage you to look for ways in your everyday life that you can behave and exemplify your why. When you know your why, how you do things becomes much easier. It's been said that when your why becomes clear, your how becomes easy. Living to promote your why is guaranteed to put you on the path towards premier leadership, personal growth, and career success.
Sometimes it can be difficult for us to keep a positive perspective on life. However, there are a few things that we can do to be more intentional about establishing and maintaining this positive outlook. First of all, we must stay goal-oriented and keep the bigger picture in mind. Oftentimes when we experience those struggles, it's easy to get discouraged. However, when we focus on our end goal and the bigger picture, we give ourselves the chance to remain motivated and persevere through those situations. Secondly, it's important for us to acknowledge the things that are within and outside of our control. I know that there are some things that we just have no control over, and that can be stressful. But spending time dwelling on these situations is often counterproductive. However, if we channel our energy to the things that we can control, that time is better spent. It is important for us to be intentional about maintaining a positive perspective. And once again, we can do this by staying goal-oriented and keeping the bigger picture in mind, acknowledging those things that are within and outside of our control, and lastly, letting ourselves know that it's okay not to have it all together.
Hey y'all, Malachi here, and right now we're just going to talk a little bit about scheduling and 4 tips that are important to know whenever we are making a good schedule, especially during this time. Understand what we can realistically achieve. Know that not everything can be done, and we need to know that we can only do a certain amount at a certain time. Second, make time for the essential tasks. Know that it's important to get certain things done, so let's prioritize those more important things during this time. Third, use contingency time for the unexpected. Know that the unexpected happens. We're obviously sitting in the unexpected right now. So it's important to make extra time, to start earlier so that whenever that unexpected arises, we can still accomplish our goal. And fourth, maintain a good work-life balance. It's important that we keep that work-life balance so that we can keep down on the stress and also enjoy those fun activities, whatever it may be. Know that those fun activities are good and they can sometimes be essential. So how can we tangibly do this? How can we tangibly keep a good schedule, you may ask? Well, we could keep a pocket planner or a pocket calendar, whatever you may call it, because it's a proven fact that the more we write something down, it's better to stick in our brain. So writing our schedule down allows for us to better remember things. Or we could go the more advanced route and use Google Calendar. Google Calendar is great because it allows for us to color code. It allows for us to get reminders throughout the day to remind us of, hey, it's time to do math. So whatever it may be, whether it's that planner or that calendar, remember those 4 tips in creating a schedule, because that will allow us to efficiently get things done to maintain a stress-free life. So best of luck to you. Stay happy, stay healthy, and stay safe.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Megan, and today I'm going to be talking about health and wellness. During this time with coronavirus and people being in quarantine, it's really easy for us to just want to lay in bed all day, eat junk food, and, not even really leave the house at all. But it is so important that we do. There are 4 keys to having a healthy and safe quarantine. The first one is staying hydrated. So with staying hydrated, make sure you're drinking enough water. The tip for this is to take your body weight, divide it in half, and drink that in ounces of water. With the next one of getting enough sleep, it's really important that you're getting at least 8 hours of sleep a night, but any more than 9 can make you a little drowsy throughout the day. A tip is to put your phone away 30 minutes before going to bed. This will help your brain relax and get you into a sleeping mode. Next one is eating healthy. With every meal, or at least once a day, we want to make sure we're having vegetables, fruits, grains, protein, and dairy. A really quick and easy tip to have healthy meals is to plan them ahead of time. The next thing to do is exercising. Try to get at least 30 minutes of exercise in each day. And this can be something as simple as walking your dog or playing Just Dance. All 4 of these elements play a big part in staying healthy, thinking positive, and being your best self. Think about how you can implement each of those in your daily life. Look at the last thing on page 4. It says, I will hold myself accountable by. So, for example, a bullet point could be get an accountability partner, or maybe set a reminder on my phone. Something as simple as that to make sure you're staying accountable. All right, guys, wash your hands, stay safe.
American history was one of my favorite classes in high school. And I specifically remember I loved Theodore Roosevelt. And one day we were reading a speech written by him. And if you look on your notes outline, you can see this speech. It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least he does so while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. Now, we are all called to a life of service, and we have an awesome responsibility to continue to better ourselves for the benefit of others. During this video, we've learned about the worthy cause that we stand for, ways to have great enthusiasm about life, how to be in the arena, learning how to share our agricultural stories. And we've also learned how to devote time to bettering ourselves for the benefit of others. So now what? What do we do with all this great information that we have about ourselves? And why does it matter? If we want to live in the arena, we will know setbacks and we will know failures. But it's during this season of setbacks that we can grow the most. Although it's not easy, it's going to be worth it. During this time, we have to expect the best, prepare for the worst, and maximize and capitalize on whatever comes our way. So take a second, write down 3 ways that you can invest in your personal growth during this time of quarantine and uncertainty, and just write down how you can better yourself for the benefit of everyone else around you. Thank you so much for tuning in to our member-to-member video today. Continue to show us how you're growing, how you are investing in yourself for the benefit of others, how you're reaching out to your community, how you are making a difference during this time, because we all need you. We need us to be world changers.